Hello everyone, we are about to start a presentation for the Walktober project for the Fall-Winter 2023 Computer Science Capstone for Portland State University. We are Backend team and my name is Juhwan. I'm the team lead and the team members are Anthony, Matthew, Melissa, Michael, and Yifan. And the sponsors are Erin and Shelby from PSU Campus Rep. So here's the project description. Walktober is a 31-day health promotion challenge designed to encourage the PSU community to become more active. The goal of this project is to design and implement a new software platform to support the event. The new platform should have a modern look and feel, be responsive and accessible on different devices, and have improved design, graphics, and branding. Additionally, it should have a better controls, analytics, and be more fun for the participants. Before we begin our presentation, here's a quick application demonstration. When you first launch the app, you will start with a login screen. You can press Create New Account button to go to the sign up page and register for an account there. You can sign up using either your email or Google account. Returning to the login screen, let's now go to the Forgot Password. Here you can enter your email address to receive a link to reset your password. Going back to login page, let's try logging in with the Google account. This is the home page where you can see that there's an auto scroll function on the leaderboard, and you can view both the individual and team leaderboards. If you scroll down further, you will see the personal progress section. Since I haven't loaded any data yet, it says 0. Let's go to the step log page. Here you can input or load step counts. An error occurs because we don't have permission yet. Let's go to the health app page to obtain permission. When you press the connect button, the permission page appears and will allow everything, and press done. You can see that we have successfully obtained permission. Returning to the steps log page, when we press the Sync Health App button, you can see that the steps data is loaded. If you go back to the home page, you can see that the personal progress section has also been updated. I should mention that almost all of the data in our app is updated in real time. Let's go to the profile page. Here you can change your profile picture, and the leaves will appear based on your step count data. Let's now go to the team page. You can join or create a team, and below are a list of teams you can join. Let's create a team called Testing and set it as a public. Once the team is created, you will automatically be taken to the team profile page. To demonstrate real-time updates, let's log in with a different account on the web and join this team. As you can see, the page is updated automatically without refreshing. You can also set a photo for the team page. Finally, let's go to the admin page. Only admins can access this page where you can view user and a team list. Admins can edit user's step log and configure various event settings such as event settings and team settings. So why is this a capstone project? The previous software, which is Challenge Runner, did not meet the needs of the sponsors as it was visually lacking, not engaging, and the data report was not in a structure that the sponsors wanted. Therefore, the new platform should have a simpler configuration for PSU administrators with a focus on how PSU runs the Walktober event. Our team was responsible for the backend part of the application, which require us to focus on database and functionality. Our primary tasks included designing and implementing the database, creating the control flow of the application, and optimizing its efficiency. So for target audience, our app is designed for the PSU community, and last year's Walktober event had approximately 500 participants. With our improved branding set to launch in 2023, we anticipate attracting between 500 and 1,000 users. However, given that the Walktober event is only held in October, we expect a significant decline in app usage during the other months. Given our projected user count, we had to prioritize efficiency due to budget constraints and the cost of database reads and writes. It was crucial to ensure that the app stayed within the free usage limit, which required us to put in extra effort to optimize its performance. So here are the main features. As a backend team, we implemented authentication process, database design and implementation, real-time update feature for all pages within the application, integration with Apple Health and Google Fit, and authorization control and various admin functions.
For the authentication, we chose to use Firebase authentication for user authentication in our development project, as it is a reliable and secure backend service provided by Google. We implemented two authentication options, email and Google authentication, both of which work seamlessly on both PC and mobile devices. Each authentication allows users to create an account and log in using their email address and password, which is stored securely in Firebase. Google authentication allows users to log in using their existing Google account, eliminating the need for them to remember new credentials. For our database, we use Cloud Firestore provided by Firebase as our database. Cloud Firestore supports various database features and has several advantages. Cloud Firestore provides a developer-friendly API, which makes it easy for us to configure and integrate the database into our app quickly. Firebase Console is also available for managing and monitoring the database, making it easier for us to manage it. Cloud Firestore supports real-time updates, meaning that data flows between the client app and the server is done in real time. This allows the client app to automatically receive the latest data from the server when new data is added or updated. We implemented Cloud Firestore's real-time update features throughout our app, which constantly displays the latest updated data and improves the overall user experience. We choose to integrate Apple Health and Google Fit among various health apps because Apple Health is a default health app on iPhones, and step counts recorded on the Apple Watch are automatically saved in the app. As for Android devices, there are various health apps available, and default health apps vary depending on the device, so we chose Google Fit as the most universal and widely available option for Android devices. Users can load step counts from Apple Health or Google Fit by simply pressing our Sync Health app button, or they can manually enter the step count. We also paid attention to permission control and built URL redirects or special functions based on permissions. For example, when assessing the admin page, we implemented a logic to check if the user is an admin or not and redirect back to the homepage if they aren't. To prevent this situation altogether, we also implemented a feature to hide the admin page access buttons for users who are not admins. Furthermore, for all pages assessed after login, we continuously check if the user is currently logged in and implemented a logic to redirect back to the login page if they aren't. The admin features we implemented was create open team, set registration deadline, set event start date and event end date, set team formation deadline, set the max and min of the team size, set step log allowed period, edit specific users' step logs, and to generate various data reports such as users, team, pre-survey, post-survey, and device usage. They are also allowed to make announcements.
And now we will get into how we accomplished this project. For our project, we used mainly 3 different languages for our coding, which consisted of React, TypeScript, and JavaScript. We used Ionic as our framework and Firebase as our backend service. For implementing for mobile devices, we used Xcode for iPhones and Android Studio for Androids. We used VS Code as our IDE, and we also used GitHub for our cloud services. For SDKs, we used the Firebase SDK and Firebase Admin SDK. For plugins, we used the awesome Cordova plugins Health, which was used to import the Google Fit information, and we used awesome Cordova plugins Health Kit for Apple Health. This is a flowchart for how our application looks. You start off in the login page, and from there you can either log in to the home page or sign up and create a new user. Once you have signed in, you are directed to the home page. From there, it links you to the team page, the profile page, your step logs, or the step calculator via the nav bar that's either on the bottom of your screen if you're on a mobile device or at the top if you're on a Windows browser.
So for our development process, we strictly followed an agile methodology to develop this app. We held weekly sprint meetings where each team member presented their progress from the previous week. We had demos so that each team members were able to see what was done and provide feedbacks, as well as give new ideas if they saw any. Through these presentations, we also discovered some new issues and had discussions on how to resolve them. After setting the directions, the team lead assigned new tasks to each member to complete by the following week. This approach was highly productive, and all team members executed it very well. Furthermore, we used Discord for team communications outside of the weekly sprint meetings. Discord allowed us to communicate with the front-end team, and if there were issues with the front-end team or the back-end team, we were able to communicate with each other effectively and quickly resolve any problems. For responsibilities and contributions, each of us had different tasks to focus on. Juhwan was our team lead, and he primarily focused on the code review and directed our team to success. He also helped out with every aspect of the project. Anthony, which is me, my primary focus was working on the health app integration. I worked on Google Fit and Apple Health and made sure things worked and synced with our devices. Matthew, he primarily focused on the profile page functionality, such as the profile picture and making sure that proper user info was displayed. Melissa acted as a co-lead with Juhwan and primarily focused on the admin page functionality, such as setting team events and team settings, as well as announcements. Michael worked on the team aspect of Walktober, such as team creations, joining and leading teams, team interface, and team passwords. As for Yifan, he primarily focused on the step log functionality. He worked on the logic and handled the incoming data from the health app to be properly displayed and stored within our database.
All right, for the unexpected event, at first we wanted to integrate different fitness tracking systems to provide the same support as the previous professional software Walktober used. And during the development process, we found that in some of the fitness apps, the fitness data is considered sensitive data, which means it's very hard and complex to obtain permission to load step counts from these apps. Also, some apps do not fully open their API support or even does not provide any step counts data anymore, which are also big challenges for us. For example, Omron currently only provides the data of blood pressure, and Maseeh does not produce smart wearables anymore, and their API support is fully shut down. Samsung Health required the third-party app to load step counts and did not work as it should, and the Fitbit's API is very limited, and no plugins or third-party apps can provide the help we need. Even though we meet these kinds of unexpected events, we still handle them in a professional way to make sure the normal development process is not got delayed. We reevaluate the priority of these health app integrations. Considering the statistics data from the previous years, we decided to put the health apps which did not have many users in a low priority. Finally, we decided to focus on Apple Health and Google Fit, which have most of the users according to the previous data. We also communicated with the sponsor on time about these unexpected events and the solutions, and they're satisfied with that. The way we handled the unexpected events allowed us to deliver all of the core functionalities in a limited time and try our best to satisfy our sponsors.
If we have more time, these are the things that we would work on and aim as goals to achieve. The first part is to add more device support, mainly for Samsung Health, Garmin, and Fitbit. We tried to implement Samsung Health and Fitbit during our development, but we couldn't achieve it due to the restrictions with the health app, which was explained in the previous slide. And the second part is the database management for extra features, such as Spotify playlists, which will be using the Spotify API to create collaborative playlists or a song suggestion box, and a way for users to suggest songs by adding it to the Walktober playlist, and a walking map, which will be a visual representation of how far you have walked through showing the equivalent distance via a route on a map, and push notifications for notifications of the upcoming events or announcements to be pushed to mobile or email. And lastly is the team challenge, which will be competitions between teams. And lastly is the badges. As for lessons learned, initial planning is crucially important, and sufficient research should be conducted even if development is delayed. And it is essential to periodically check that all team members are on the same page. Before starting the development, it is crucial to establish clear rules for the development, and all team members should have a understanding of how Git works and be skilled in the code collaboration. And code style is also important and one of the standards that should be established to avoid confusion among team members with different variable and function names. While coding is important, communication among team members is also critical. If there are any doubts or questions, team members should communicate to clarify and avoid problems in the future. Meeting deadlines is also vital. If deadlines are not met, it could disrupt the entire team's plan, and each team member must take deadlines seriously.
So that was our presentation for the Walktober project. Thank you.